welcome back to the series where we're going to quickly summarize the project that we've created. Today we're going to be creating the Arduino ARM, which is used for the ball dropping I showed in my last video. So here I want you to notice we have the 4 buttons, we have the stepper motor, we have the servo motor, and we also have the stepper motor module. So the first thing for the 4 buttons, I want you to notice that all the buttons are connected on the right to the ground with this blue railing here. On the left, they're connected to pins. They're connected to pins 4, 5, 6, and 7. And also I want you to notice that for the 3rd pin, it's connected to this servo motor connection. So for the yellow, this is connected to pin 3, this middle is connected to the 5-volt, and this last is connected to the ground. So now we're going to be looking at the stepper motor module. So when you notice the stepper motor is connected here, these are in 1 and 2 and 3. I want you to connect this down from 9, 10, 11, 12, and then this is connected to the ground, and this is connected to 5-volt. So now let's look at the code. All right, just before we go to the code, I want you to notice some structural details. What you see here is the stepper motor, and it's connected to the wheel, and also for this is created out of cardboard. What you can do is create a small rectangular hole that the servo motor can fit through. We have the code here. Here at the beginning, there's a bunch of initialization statements, but I want to get more into the logic. So what we have here is making sure to see if the button has been pressed or not. And when we want the first button clockwise to be pressed, we want the stepper motor to move clockwise. If we want the second button to be pressed, we want it to rotate counterclockwise. And if nothing is pressed, we want it to stop. Now for the stepper motor, we have 2 different functions here, and we want set speed to 500. We want to move 1, and we want just a small delay. Unfortunately, I lost the code for the whole thing. So here we have the servo motor. So when the first button is pressed, we want the angle to increase. So we want the servo motor to go upright. So this is where we plus equals 10. And we want it to stop at 180 degrees or vertical. We want a delay of 100 milliseconds. And we want the opposite to be true for the second button that's pressed. So if the second button is pressed, we want to decrease that angle, and we want a delay of 100 milliseconds as well. Okay, so here's a demonstration of the board that I use for my game. You can do anything that you want with this arm. So we have the holes here and some obstacles. Each of these holes are worth points, and then you would have the device up here distributing the balls that are going to fall and get a certain point amount, and then you would add that and play the game as normal.